So now we want to deal with the topic to focus on. So we pick the first subject, the uses of what? English. The uses of English. So, and under the uses of English, now the first I was explaining to you that in any of our science-related subjects, you must be able to know how to answer the question very well. That their strategy to do your exam and make everything at one sitting. So there's a strategy that you can follow without stress. So you must be able to know how to answer the question. The examiner will not be a blood. You know what I'm saying? So there's a pattern that is followed in that subject. I know what I'm saying? There's a what? A pattern they follow. So under the use of English, and now this one I wrote topic of focus. I put it very well. There is something I want you to know. Topic of what? Focus. So we have section A. What do I call it? Section A. Now look at this. Look at this. You look at this everything very well. You see that it is sector by sector, section by section. So for you to be able to answer the question very, very well, you have to know what you are dealing with in that subject. I understand what I'm saying. So some question we have parents, some we have grandparents, some we have great grandparents, some we have child, grandchild, great grandchild. What does it mean? That is, it may have A, B, C, D, Roman numeral I, V, V, VI, VII, VIII. So those questions may be sequential. What do I call it? Sequential. That is, it will follow sequence. So it will follow sequence, that is one after the other. That's the meaning of the word sequence. Sequence means one after the other. So what am I saying here now? If you look very well at the board, I wrote it there at the board. You see that under topic of focus, we have section A. When you want to answer some questions, you have to know the kind of question they are asking. So under that use of English, the first section is called comprehension. What do I call it? Comprehension. So how you comprehend the use of English language? How did you understand it? When you hear the word comprehension, it means understanding. And how did you understand the use of what? Of words in English? So did somebody say, did you comprehend me? Ade, did you comprehend me? Did you understand me? That's what I'm saying. So if you can just know what is called the etymology of what does it mean? The beginning, the science of the beginning of each words, you will not have any problem in English language. You understand what I'm saying? So, comprehension, understanding. So, they will question you about comprehension. Number one, A, finding the meaning of the words and expression used in a passage. Did you know the meaning? Did you understand it? They will ask you those questions. They will give you a story to read. After you read that story, they will now begin to question you. Did you understand this? What does this question, this mean? This story means. You know what I'm saying? So you'll be finding the meaning of words, words and expression used in a passage. When it's a passage, they will write a story. You know what I'm saying? You read that story. After reading that story, you find the meaning. How you understand that story. So the next one, you have statement and type. What do I call it?
Statement and type.
Statement and type. You have to understand this. Which kind of statements are you dealing with? The next one, we have the mood. Yes, what's your name? The person is angry. The mood, which give birth to also tone and type of what? Tone. What's wrong with himself? That's a very, the person is not a good mood, and what will come out from that person's mouth is what? A very good silent tone. Unlike the person that's very angry. What's wrong with you? Why are you behaving stupid? What mood bring that tone? An angry mood. So they will explain to you about moods. Mood swing. What's the mood in that sentence? Not that you just be reading so stupidly. I mean, it's reading, you just be reading. No. Listen, because as you are reading, you'll be seeing some kind of expression, like the exclamation mark. Look at it. When you see exclamation mark in that somebody puts write a word and put exclamation mark, what is that person telling you? No.
It's telling you that it's nice.
No. You are closer. He's telling you that what?
It's nice. So
No.
something that.
That's the point.
No. You are getting it wrong. Before you talk about tone, it has a mood. So you'll be able to understand the expression that this kind of this is what the person is saying. It's either the person is using emotion. You know what I'm saying? The person is saying, oh no! If somebody is crying like, oh no! Why no? What am I doing? What do this to me? Why are you doing this to me? If someone is saying that, if you want to write it in English, you have to put what? The mood! Exclamation mark. Alas! Alas! What are you going to put there? You will put what? Exclamation mark. Hip, hooray! What are you going to put there? Exclamation mark. Do you understand? So another one is this word? Question mark. Obviously, they are talking about moods and tones. Question marks. So you have to put this thing to denote that this person is asking a question. So all these things, they are emotions. You know what I'm saying? Mood, exclamation, UB, tone. So they all fall under mood and tone. Once you understand the mood, you'll be able to understand the what? The tone at which those words were written. They will ask you a question about that. Then the next one is what? Style of the passage and the writer. Or write-up. Listen, there's a way that somebody will write. Through the way the person writes, you will know the kind of person that wrote that. Wait, there's a way somebody will write something, and through the way the person write that thing, you know that this is the person that did it, that wrote this. Are you understand what I'm saying? So it's called style and diction. What do I call it?
Style and diction.
Style and diction. Are you understand what I'm saying? Style and what?
Diction.
And diction. You have to understand this. So you have to understand the style of the passage or write-up. Then the last one is under comprehension. No, under what? We have not gone to another one. So under what? Comprehension. Last one is F, suggesting a suitable or appropriate title for a passage. You must be able to suggest a suitable passage, a suitable title for a passage. What does it mean? It means that they may write the story. They will not tell you, give the title for this story. By you just reading it. I know what I'm talking about. And when we enter into comprehension in past person, we will do the practical here. We will read it. After reading it, we answer these questions. So they will give you that thing, like usual, suggest a suitable or appropriate title for this passage. You just read the story, you read the write up, and you have to give up a title for that passage. Are you understanding? So that concerning comprehension. Concerning what? Comprehension. Then number 2, we have what is called register. What do I call it?
Register.
What do I call it?
Register.
What do I call it?
Register.
If you notice something, you will notice that they put mark here. How many questions are they going to ask here? 15 questions. So they'll give you 15 marks for 15 questions. Are you understanding? So we have 15 questions. After that, we have this one register. How many questions? 10 questions. You ask you about register. What is the meaning of the word register? You know, every profession has its own register. What did I mean? I'll say it again. Every profession has its own register. Every profession has its own what?
Register.
Every profession has its own what?
Register.
What does it mean? When we say something is registered, that is, each profession has the words they use continually to denote their office. What did I mean? I will say it again. Each profession has the word they use to denote their what? Profession. What does it mean? For example now, if you are in the medical profession, there are some words that are registered of that was profession. If you are in computer science profession, there are words that is mainly known to that what? Profession. What does it mean? For example now, which is part of thing that I will teach you, which I explained about different subjects. I discussed about computer science, also part of the subject of education. For example now, in computer science, we talk mainly of, let's say, hardware and what? Software. These are the register that anytime anybody says, you know that the person is talking about what? Computer science or computer engineering. Are you understand what I'm talking about here? So you know the person is talking about computer science or computer what? Engineering. Why? Because those words, the only place that is mostly used is where? Computer. Now, when we are now in medical laboratory or medical sciences, when they begin to talk about microscope, you see what I'm saying? When they begin to talk about spatula, when they begin to talk about test tube, when they begin to talk about different kind of drugs, when they begin to talk about bacteria, virus, which other profession use that? No, other than what? Science. It is science that use that profession. It is what? Science that use that register. So that is why they call it register. So they will ask you question based on that when you are dealing with this. So they will ask you question based on that. Are you understanding me? So they will ask you question based on that register. Are you understanding me? So we have different kind of profession for different kind of register for different kind of profession. Some people are scientists, some people are artists. When you are using the word for register for art, the art, you'll be talking about, drawings, paintings, sculpture. Good. So those are the register for what? The arts. When you are talking about building construction, you use register for building construction. You'll be talking about cement, right? You start talking about block, all these things. So they will ask you a question on what? Register. Don't forget that one. The next one is words and synonyms. What do I call it?
Words and synonyms.
So when they say words and synonyms, synonym means similar. Words that are similar. They may have the same tone, or may not have the same tone, but they are what? Similar. You understand what I'm saying? So another word is words and what? Antonyms. That is those that are what? Different from each other. They may look have the same spelling, but different words. Different meaning, different this. So the next one we have what is called oral English. What do I call it? Not oral. Don't call it oral. Say oral. Say oral. Oral. So because if you are saying oral, you are using your Nigerian English. You understand what I'm saying? And in the use of English, we use this either this American English or British. British English. You know, it is the British that colonized us. I don't understand. You understand? So, in other countries like Benin Republic, who colonized them? The French. If that you are in Benin Republic now and you are colonized by French, you will be speaking French. I will be teaching you French. Are you understanding me? But because the use of English, the people that colonize us are who? Are the British. It's not the Americans. Who colonized us? British. That is England. They are the one that colonized Nigeria. So there's another place they are colonized by the Portuguese. What do I call them?
Portuguese.
They speak today Portugal. There's another place that they are colonized by Spain. So they speak the language of Espanol. What do I call it?
Espanol.
What do I call it?
Espanol.
Espanol. And why English is a dynamic language. What is it?
Dynamic language.
Say dynamic.
Dynamic language.
What is the meaning of dynamic language? That is, in English metamorphose different kind of language into one. In English, you may see language of Greece. In English, you may see language of Japan. In English, you may see some words from Chinese, from China. In English, you may see some words from France. I know what I'm talking about. In English, you may see some words from other countries. So they will now Englishise it or Anglicize it. What do I call it? Anglo what? Anglicize. Let's make it English. You know what I'm saying? So the word Anglo-Saxon. So English is a language that is not only staying in one position. It's dynamic. It's move forward. Do you understand what I'm saying? It did what?
It's move forward.
It's progress. So that's why English is a very lovely language, and you have to understand it. Are you understanding me? So what leads us to all this thing I'm discussing with you is oral English. So you pronounce it not with just the spelling, but with the sound and intonation. We still go to there. So sound and what? Intonation. So under oral English, we have the vowel sound. What I call it?
Vowel sound.
You don't pronounce the W. Say vowel.
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 Vowel. So vowel sound. Next one we have the consonants. What do I call it?
Consonant.
Consonant. The you don't call it K. You can't call K. K. You call it. You want to follow pronunciation. The consonants. You not call B. You call it. That's the consonants. The next one when we get there, you will need to understand it. The next one is called what? Rhymes. What do I call it?
Rhymes.
Rhymes. The next one is called stress. Say stress.
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 So you'll be able to know how words are being properly pronounced and stressed. Some are silent. You may say see the letter there, but you won't pronounce that letter. It will be silent. For example, let me use words like that. Look at this. What is this thing called?
Pneumonia.
Eh?
Pneumonia.
This one? Look
Pneumonia.
at it very well. Eh?
Pneumonia.
That's where you got it wrong. This P is what?
Pneumonia.
Silent. It is called pneumonia. So when we get to that is you will be able to understand how those words are pronounced and stressed. There's something is silence. That's what I'm saying. Look at this one too. What do we call it?
No.
Eh?
No.
Glum. You are wrong. It is called null. The G is what? Silence. By the time we enter those things, be able to do all those things. Then next one is called intonation. Into what? Intonation. That's where you see different kind of dialects. The tones that you are going to use. The different intonations. For example, the American English is different from what? British English. Yeah, man. That's American. Then I call New York. That's American. They speak English, but their kind of intonation is different from what? The British intonation. The Elizabethan, what do I call it? Elizabethan English. Queen's English. So there are different things. I know something. There are some English, if you speak it to people of Britain, they may not understand the rubbish you're saying. Because their own intonation is different from the one you are speaking. They'll be hearing you, but they'll be looking at you. Because your own is somewhat too heavy. While their own may be very, very light. That you may find it difficult to hear what they are saying. If you don't understand all this vowel sound, consonant sound, rhyme, stress and pattern, all this intonation, if you don't understand it, you will be able to understand what they are saying. For example now, King James Bible. You know King James Bible? That Bible is written in the year 1600. Very, very long. Thousands of years ago. So that's old King James Bible. That their English is different from the one we are speaking now, 21st century. Why? Because you'll be seeing the word like thou. Look at it. You see the word like what? Thou. Thus. Thee. Are you understanding me? So they are all what? Different into intonation. Just like in Yoruba, in our Yoruba language, we have different intonation. Ijebu Yoruba is different from Oyo, it's different from Osun, it's different from Ekiti. So we have different dialects and intonation. So that's that under that. Then the last one, I want you to pay attention. Are you listening to what I'm saying? Yes, I seriously want you to pay attention. So we have summary of section A. Now, you know how this thing, we have this one is 15 question, this one is 15 question, this one is 15 question, this one is let me see. 10 question. What which one is
Register.
Register. Number 2. It's 10 question. 15, 10. When we add everything together, total it gives us what? 70 questions. We have summary section, comprehension plus register, plus synonyms, plus antonyms, plus test of orals, total is equal to 70 questions. That is how it is for this section. Section 8. For what? Let me show you something. Let me show you something. I don't just want you to know it by theory. Where did I put this in? Let me show you. Give me some seconds. Oh, this is our mathematics. Oh, this one mathematics. What do I put in this? That's what this one as example for you. Good guys. So if you look at this jam, this ETM, you look at it very well, you see this is comprehension. What is it? Comprehension. You see the way they do this. So they will ask you those questions like now. These are the questions. Are you seeing it? So these are the questions. So each of these questions carry those marks. You know what I'm saying? So once you understand this one after the other, by the time we are going to add everything together, it's going to give you what? 70 questions. And if you notice, we have more than 70 questions here. We have more than what?
70 questions.
How many questions are here?
100.
100 questions. Now pay attention. There's another one here. I saw test of orders. Now they will not give another basic question. What is here?
Test of oral.
Test of what? Orals. That's another section entirely. When we get there, I will show you. So how many questions here? How many questions here? 60 questions under what? Test of oral alone. This one. Test of what? Oral alone. So these are the way they listen. And imagine you are just studying, you are just cramming, studying. You didn't know the way, the pattern those questions goes. What do you think will happen? Say failure. Will you never fail?
Amen.
I said, may you never fail.
Amen.
So that's why a lot of students they fail because they didn't know what they are dealing with.